Good morning, fellow option traders, and welcome to the daily scan for Tuesday, April 16th, 2013. Wow, what a ride yesterday. Whew, talk about ears popping, dropped so fast. Wow, that was something else. And then it was only accelerated by the happenings in Boston yesterday, and I just want to say my prayers go out to victims and families and friends of those in Boston yesterday. But I also want to point out that as horrific as the events in Boston were yesterday, so far this year in Chicago there has been 93 murders and 369 people shot. So I just wanted to also let you know that my thoughts and prayers go out to those victims and families and friends in the city of Chicago. We have a lot to cover, so let's get going here. It looks like we get a little bit of a bounce today. We're already up 74 on the Dow, which is the big number that everybody watches. And gold is up $27 this morning so far, and silver is starting to recover, but oil is still falling. It's actually down to 88 now. So if you are in need of fuel for your vehicle, hopefully gas prices are down today as well. All right, let's take a look at events for today. Scheduled events, consumer price index at 8:30. I don't believe that number anymore myself. I think they're fudging this stuff and they're adding stuff and taking stuff away to make the number look good. We are going through an inflationary period. You can tell mainly just by going to the grocery store. Yes, the price of iPhones and etc. tends to remain the same or come down. Electronics and stuff like that are cheaper, but you can't eat those. Housing starts at 8:30 and industrial production at 9:15. Those are the biggies. Also keep an eye on whatever the Fed might be saying if you have the time. Looks like they might be starting to think about tightening money policy, and that's another reason for the ride down the elevator yesterday. Actually, it's more like jumping out of a window. Okay, we're going to take a look at our positions and see how they are doing. First, I want to take a look at Apple. I got all these trades on here. Yesterday, I wanted to get into this 440 bear call, and I couldn't. I actually put in an order for 4, and I only got my price on one of them. It was a pretty busy day yesterday, so unless you were willing to either give up some if you were selling or pay a little bit more if you were buying, you might have had a hard time. Even on a very liquid options like they are on Apple, you might have had a hard time getting them to execute just because they were really busy. So I was able to get into one. We're doing just fine. Not really worried about it right now. I wanted to linger maybe a little bit on those that might be in trouble, but here's the one that I got yesterday, and here's the one that we did back on April 1st or so. So we're okay there. Amazon. All right, we got a couple of things going on here with Amazon. First, let's take a look at the April iron condor that we have here. I'm not going to worry about that one at all. I'm not going to set any alerts or anything like that. That one is doing just fine. And the May iron condor, it's doing just fine too. I'm not worried about that one. Yeah, Delta 17, but let's take a look at a chart. We did get a nice pullback yesterday, and we are in a little bit of a downtrend, although right now it's kind of flat. We did have an alert trigger here, but it's just I was too busy, and I actually panicked yesterday and did a stupid trade. So shame on me, but I'm only human, and we'll cover that in a second. Baidu, or maybe 2 seconds. Baidu, we have an April that's expiring this week. We don't want it going past this 90. Let's take a look at the chart. This was in trouble for a couple of days here, and now it looks like as though it may be reversing. Look at a possible opening here. Hopefully it's going to open below 90 and maybe go down a little bit. We'll see. We just don't know. CF Industries, we're looking pretty good there. I could bail on this, and close it, but I'm not even going to bother. The short is currently worth 2 cents. This is the second half of the iron condor that we're still in. Remember, we bailed on the put side a week or so ago. Chipotle, here's my panic for yesterday. I think I mentioned that I might have to do something to it, and I did right at the open, which was a big mistake, and I ended up paying for my mistake. If you look here, we needed to be below this red line here, and I ended up closing it yesterday. It gapped up. I freaked out. You can see here that it gapped up, and actually when I actually pulled off the trade, the candle for the day was looking a lot like a doji, and I should have waited. I shouldn't have done it at the open, but I freaked with all the other stuff going on. So it happens to me too, folks. Just want to let you know I'm not perfect. We'll take it. Well, we don't really have anything in Google, but what we do have here is I do believe that that I did a this is a iron condor that I just wanted to watch for May, just to see if it's going to work out or not. So here it is, the May 510 iron condor for demonstration purposes. So I'm leaving that in my in-play MasterCard. Let's turn them all on here. Okay, MasterCard, we are in trouble with our April position here. Which one do I want to look at? Let's split it up this way. Okay, this is my credit spread in my spread account that is in trouble today, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. It's due to expire this Friday. It's in trouble. Where are we going to open? Need to be above 525. And where's the middle here? 34 to 16 is about 20. So if you had 10, it's close. Might be 526 or so to open at if you're looking at the midpoint here. So I'm not going to put an alert on it at all. I'm just going to really watch it and see if we're going to recover okay on that or not. And the other position is an iron condor, which is due to expire this April, and we are fine with that. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to exit early or anything. I'm sitting there with a delta 1. Are you kidding? I'm just going to leave it alone. Price line. I exited. I have an exit alert. Oh, wait a minute. I have to go back here. I don't have anything going on in Priceline. Are you kidding me? Let's just make sure here. Nope, I don't have them there. I should take this off of here. I think what I did though, yeah, I exited this April, so I can take this off of here. I don't think I exited yesterday, I believe. So we're done with Priceline. I want to take a look at what we got here. Let's go here, account statement, Priceline for the last 7 days. We got out for a quarter. I think it was like right around 10 cents before this happened. So I got out early, well, let's see, on the 15th at 3 o'clock. So it would have been better if I would have gotten out earlier in the morning. But I'm still happy. I still made money. So it might have been a better move to get out earlier. Of course it would have been a better move to get out earlier. Okay, and Panera, we're sitting with the second half of an iron condor here. Let's look at the chart. I don't think there's any worry that this is going to move down to 150, so we're just going to let that one expire this week as well. And also yesterday I got in on, remember I mentioned maybe just buying some puts on GLD? Well, that's what I did. I just bought some puts on GLD. And they're up really nice. I should have closed it at the close yesterday, but I didn't, because now we're gonna have a little bit of a bounce back. I'm gonna give up a little bit of profit here, but I'm still pretty happy with this trade. So I will be exiting this probably right away at the open this morning, along with, I would imagine, a bunch of other people. Unless, of course, if we go negative here on the futures, anticipate not doing anything for this morning. All right, I'm not going to cover the. I'm not going to look at any. I'm sorry. Let me gather my thoughts again. I'm not going to look at the A+ list because of the movement yesterday. It's it was too big of a movement. Do I want to like jump in with a bunch of bullish trades? No, because I just want to wait for things to settle down a little bit. Also, the other thing I wanted to look at here is this IWM calendar. Alright, so on IWM I actually was thinking about closing these puts, and I'm glad I didn't. Looking at the way the market was moving yesterday, I decided to just stay in them. So now it's a question of do I want to calendarize it again? So there's a decision that I need to make. I'll let you know what I do today. So I'm going to put that down in my notes to see if I want to calendarize this. I don't think calendarize is a word. It's especially not a verb, but it is in my vocabulary. So it's just a matter of deciding what it is I'm going to want to do with this today, if I'm going to continue with it or not. I still think this 87 is a stretch. The 91 is in the money right now, so it might be a good time to do a calendar. If I do, I will let you know what my thought processes are, and I may, just videotape as I go through it, just to keep this one a little shorter today. And the other thing is I wanted to show you is this Russell calendar. Now look what happened with the pop in volatility and the drop in price. The white line it barely gets above zero, even at at the best possible spot here. It's only like $20 above zero. But I wanted you to note this red line, which was wallowing around the $500 to $700 range for most of the life of this particular calendar, is now up over 1,000 and actually almost pushing 2,000 at the 955 strike. So that's what volatility does to the expiration value of the calendar. But just like almost everything else, iron condors included, when volatility jumps up, your current price, you tend to lose a lot on your current price simply because it just, it just pops. The near month, at least on the calendar, it just increases so much more than the back month that it just makes it very expensive if you were to close it to buy those shorts back. So I wanted to point that out for today too. Anything else? Spiders. This particular calendar insurance policy, not moving much. It might not. Well, this is April. I might just let the. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I have to think about this today too, so I'm going to make a note here on that too. Because I could exit this without too much of a loss. Rather than take this almost $400 loss here, I can cut that in half. So I might do that. Just close the dang thing. And the cues. Let's take a look at that calendar. That should be my in-play list too. There we go. That actually, right now, is not. We're looking at a potential 450 loss. We're at 224, but we're way out in May. So I'm just still sitting tight on that one. Won't be doing anything with that particular one. All right. Okay. So it's almost 17 minutes. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.